anything that's negative, right? That you notice the emotions inside of you, and that takes some work to become aware of them, as I'm sure you're aware. But once you notice them, and it doesn't, don't actually have to know the emotions, you just have to know something happened. So you've got words, you can bring the memory back into your mind, and your body will bring up the emotions even if you're not aware of them. And you talk through it from beginning to end. Looks like a story. Okay, this happened, then that happened, this person said that, that person said that, right? You just tap as you're doing it, and it releases the emotions from the body.
That is so cool. That's
What I
so
also realized as I was doing it is it's opening up the subconscious mind. And as that happens, our self awareness deepens. So
cool.
even though I wasn't aware of my emotions when I started doing this work, I became aware of them. And then I became aware of the physical sensations underneath the emotions, right? So if you're feeling something like frustration, you're actually holding yourself in tension somewhere, and you call that feeling frustration, right? The word frustration is just the emotion word, but it's describing those set of physical sensations. So I became aware of those physical sensations after months, I don't know how long it was, months or years of doing EFT, which is a deeper level of self awareness.
Wow, that's super cool. Huh, can you walk us through one activity?
With
I
EFT,
know you've gotten trained in it, so I know there's more to it than just like a couple taps, but can you walk us through something simple that
sure.
somebody could use today?
Yeah, yeah. Give me an emotion that you think people might be feeling.
Um, Anxiety.
Okay.
Anxiety about the unknown. Yesterday was a pivotal day in our country, in our world. And so a lot of people are feeling anxious. A lot of people are feeling excited. A lot of people are feeling frustrated. A lot of people are feeling, so yeah, I think anxiety is probably a good culminating
Okay.
uh,
I
thing.
agree. Okay. So we start off by the tapping on the karate chop point, which is on the side of our hand. And
Okay.
we tap fairly firmly because we're wanting to create an interrupt into our nervous system, right? So we don't want to be so gentle that we're not doing anything, but we don't want to hurt ourselves either. So we tap there and we do just an opening phrase. So it might be something like, even though I'm feeling anxious right now about what the future holds, that's the way I feel, and it's okay that I feel anxious.
So you're acknowledging the emotion.
Right. And you can do that one, two, or three times. Say that phrase. And then we move on to the points, and there's 8 or 9 points from this point onwards. So I'll say them. And you just tap and you say the same thing, like I'm feeling anxious. You shorten it and you just say, I'm feeling anxious, or this anxiety. And the first point is the crown point on the top of the head where your hair starts to separate.
Hmm.
I'm feeling anxious. And the next point is the beginning of the eyebrow. I'm feeling anxious. The next point is the bone on the edge of the eye. I'm feeling anxious. The next point is the bone under the eye. I'm feeling anxious. The next point is on the upper lip. I'm feeling anxiety. You can change the words to bring it up even more. And on the chin is the next point. I'm anxious about what's going to happen in the future. The next point is the collarbone point, the beginning of the collarbone. I'm feeling anxious. And the last point is under the arm where the bra strap goes across if you have one. This anxiety. And then you take a deep breath, you let it out. And that is one round of EFT. But you need to do
Wow.
multiple, right? The wording might change as the anxiety releases, it might become more fear, right? There might be more specifics to it. I'm afraid of what's going to happen to my cousin or something like that. Then you would use those words and you would tap with those words. That is the subconscious mind opening up, right? You have
Wow.
like a general sense to begin with, and then it becomes more specific as you keep going.
Wow. And you just stay with the heavy emotion?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's hard, right? It's hard when you first start doing it that you keep saying things that keep the tears flowing. But that's when I realized those emotions are just energy that is stuck in the body. That's what I realized
Mm.
from my cat experience. It's just energy that's stuck. It wants to release. We just have to find a way to allow it to release, and that's what EFT does.
Wow. Wow. That's super cool. That's so cool. Thank you for walking us through something super quick.